And it is the summertime when everything goes wrong. It gets really hot and things happen in our houses. My next guest is Kyle Noss, and he is the owner of Synergy Systems. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, talk to us a little bit about, when you say Synergy Systems, what do you do?
Well, Synergy Systems is an energy efficiency contracting business. We specialize in upgrading existing homes for energy efficiency. Older homes from the 60s and 70s, all the way even up to early 2000. A lot of problems in our attic, out of sight, out of mind. There's no inspection from new builders on attics. Our best friend is the inspector, the resale inspector. When he goes up and sees that there's not enough insulation or missing insulation, and lets the customer know. That's about the first time that a customer realizes that they are lacking in energy efficiency insulation in their attic, is when someone else, a workman, goes up and tells them. So air conditioning contractors and home inspectors and people who call us to come out and give them the inspection.
Okay, now are you valley-wide?
Yes.
And you're rated with the Better Business Bureau?
A+ rated and Better Business Bureau, yes.
Okay, this is all important information because people want to know licensed, bonded, and insured.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and let's also talk about some of the things that you can do for them, because your website is coolerhomesolutions.com. So what are some of those solutions that you can offer some of us, because we're hot today.
Yes.
It's only going to get hotter.
Our #1 selling product is radiant barrier, interior radiation control coatings that go in your attic, like adding a giant sunscreen to your home. It blocks out 76% of the sun's radiant energy that normally penetrates through our attic roof, heating up our homes, making it difficult for our air conditioner to keep up with the demand of cooling the home. Insulation, of course, everybody knows what it is, fiberglass, cellulose. Upgrading that to higher R value. The R in R value stands for resistance, thermal resistance to the heat that transfers from the attic into the home. Of course, we all want to keep our home as cool as possible with keeping the bill as low as possible. We say pay me now and SRP later. You're going to pay somebody. The savings that you can get on your home, you're going to see a payback on that from your energy savings in as little as 3 years.
Okay, and so do you do a consultation with people? How do you do that?
Yep, we do a free in-home consultation. We come out and do an inspection of the attic. We take some pictures and video of stuff we find. We look for anything from air conditioning ducts that aren't connected or are leaking, which we find plenty of. The depth of the insulation throughout the house, what it's at, and let them know where it should be for the maximum energy efficiency. One of the things we like to rely on, the U.S. Department of Energy website, usdepartmentofernergy.com, and it shows adequate insulation values for the whole country. And believe it or not, ours in Arizona for the heat is the same as some place like Minnesota for the cold. The insulation level should be exactly the same. So we do that. We also do air sealing and duct sealing. You don't know where the air is escaping as you're paying for that air to come in your home with your air conditioner. The places it escapes, you'll be surprised. So we fix that as well.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it 30 years. I've had this business 10 years.
Wow, so 10 years in business, and they are rated with A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're valley-wide. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. They do free consultations with you so that you can know. What do you go up and do? You have to go through throughout the whole house.
Correct. Yeah, we go up in the attic and, like I said, take pictures and videos, come back and show the customer what's existing in their attic. Not many customers want to follow me and go through the attic with me, so I bring down video and pictures to show them.
Okay, and their website is coolerhomesolutions.com. You can also call them. Their phone number is 480-777-7711, and they do free estimates for you. And it's very important, especially right now. I mean, we're all paying a lot of money, especially now. It's just going to go up, 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 up. And so much of our cool air is getting out and leaking out into our, basically just out into the air.
Yeah, you should believe in an attic ceiling, you have can lights, ceiling fans, ducts, and a lot of penetrations that are in the ceiling. Then that's where your air conditioning that you're paying for is actually escaping.
Now, do you have any clients that you've done that'll say a little bit about what their experience is with you?
Oh yeah, we've got some pretty funny stories that happened through the last 10 years. One, even as of yesterday, The job we did, the gentleman called me in the evening when he returned home from work. His wife had dealt with us in the install in the morning, and he called, immediately noticed the result. When he walked in the door, the house was much cooler than what he's used to at the thermostat setting that it was at. And another one had a customer that their air conditioner was right outside their bedroom window, and the white noise of the air conditioner running all night was what kept him and his wife lulled to sleep. After the install, the air conditioner cut its runtime by about 30 to 40%, and his wife couldn't sleep because the air conditioner wasn't running anymore. She thought that something was wrong with the air conditioner.
So they do free estimates for you. So they're valley-wide. They're A+ rated with a Better Business Bureau. They're 10 years in business, in this business, and 30 years in basically the solar energy area.
Energy saving stuff, yeah.
And their website is coolerhomesolutions.com. Now, if somebody is listening to this right now saying, you know, I probably should get that done, what's the turnaround time? How long does it take you once they made the appointment, and then you go in there, you do your consultation? What does it take?
5 to 10 days, usually from the time that they agree on a contract, 5 to 10 days. As the summertime comes, we're going to get a little bit busier. We only do morning installs, so we're in and out before noon when it gets too hot. But yeah, typically 5 to 10 days. And an install is 6 hours or less.
Let me also ask you this. A lot of people are probably thinking, you know, especially when you look up in the attic, you don't know what's going on up there, you know, or you've just moved into a home. I think this is a great something to give to somebody, for someone who's just bought a home.
Oh, yeah.
They have no idea what's really going on anyway. And you do a free consultation with them, and you come up with, let's say, X, Y, and Z things, or
right.
maybe even D, E, whoever knows. Can they do a step-by-step program with you? How does that work?
Oh yeah, we have sometimes a home might need 4 or 5 things done, and their budget only allows the first 2. So we have an ABC and throughout that we can work with them in a step-by-step, whether that's every 30 days or a couple things this year and a couple things next year, just to chip away at it.
Right. Now, you also say, always do it right. Let's talk about that, because it's like, you know, that was something that you wanted to say. You say that you put it on your ad, and
yeah.
so I wanted to talk about it also.
Yeah, always do right. This will gratify some and astonish the rest. It's by Mark Twain. One of the things that in business for so long and in construction industry, we have to come back and fix other companies' mistakes. No one ever has to go back and fix my mistakes, because there aren't any. If that sounds pretentious, that's all
okay.
right.
That's all right.
We have to come back. Somebody might have done it 5 years ago, said, oh, we had that done 5 years ago, we didn't see any effects. Well, let me come take a look, and I'll come take a look, and I'll come down with the pictures and verify that what they had paid for is what they did not get.
And is this supposed to be, for anyone that's listening, this is basically for residential, is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, just want to get that out just in case. So, you know, what are some of the other things that you can do? We have a couple of minutes. You know, insulation, air sealing, go on.
Attic ventilation fans, attic access ladders. One of the #1 complaints we get is, I can't get in my attic, my ladder's too short, I'm afraid to go up on the top step. So we install attic access ladders, ventilation fans, air duct replacement, duct systems that they've evolved over time. And the initial flex ducts from the 70s and 80s were wrapped in plastic. What do you think happens to plastic in a 160-degree attic?
Melts.
Rots and falls apart in your air conditioning your own attic due to lack of containment. So we replace duct systems, we do AeroSeal duct sealing and manual duct sealing, all the things that help lower your electric bill and keep that expensive air conditioning bill, that air you're paying for, coming into your house and not out the windows or out the attic.
What is, for you, do a lot of people ask for the attic fan installations?
About 30%.
Yeah. What's the #1 thing that you get people that want to take care of right away?
Insulation.
Insulation.
Added insulation, yeah.
So again, they're valley-wide, and they're A+ rated with a Better Business Bureau. They do free consultations, and again, it can be step-by-step, and you can lower your bill how fast?
Oh, immediately. Your results start immediately and up to about 30% savings.
So again, their phone number, it's area code 480-777-7711. It takes about 5 days to turn around for you then to call them. They'll come in and they'll do a free estimate for you. And then again, you can do this step by step, but save some money, guys, and it's gonna get hot out there. Their website is coolerhomesolutions.com.